What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Today's football news is absolutely out of control. Football transfer news is exploding right now, and things are getting wild across Europe and Saudi Arabia. Real Madrid are hunting defenders after Konaté and Upamecano options collapsed. Liverpool are desperate for attackers after Isak's injury. AC Milan might bring back a legend in Sergio Ramos. And Saudi Arabia? Ronaldo is shaking things up at Al Nassr, and Zidane could be next. Before we going to start, don't forget like and subscribe. That will help me a lot, and I will upload more. Let's get straight into it. Real Madrid first. Let's start with Real Madrid. Yes, Real Madrid wanted Konaté and Upamecano. And we all remember this. Kylian Mbappé personally called Konaté, trying to convince him to join Real Madrid. But look at Konaté this season. His form has been really bad. Slow reactions, simple mistakes. At times, he looks like wood trying to defend. That's not Real Madrid level. Now about Upamecano. Upamecano has refused a move to Real Madrid. He's happy at Bayern Munich and not planning to leave. So both options? Dead. Because of that, Real Madrid changed their target. According to insiders, Real Madrid now want Nico Schlotterbeck. Left-footed, aggressive, physically strong, and much more consistent defensively this season. Right now, Schlotterbeck looks like the safer option. Now Liverpool. Liverpool need attackers immediately. Why? Because Isak broke his leg, and that forced them back into the market. Let's talk about Alexander Sørloth first. Honestly, I don't get it. He's been bad at Atletico Madrid, doesn't score enough. And Atletico asking 40 million euros? That's insane. Now let's talk about Karim Adeyemi. Young, explosive, can play winger or striker. Perfect for Liverpool's pressing style. And let's not forget, his girlfriend wants to leave Dortmund. For Liverpool, this could be a smart and cheap deal. Barcola. Liverpool want him bad. Now this is the big one. Liverpool really want Bradley Barcola. And when I say want, I mean they're pushing hard. Scouts love him. Management loves him. But here's the problem. Barcola only wants to move if he's guaranteed to be a main player, starting almost every game. No rotation, and that's a huge issue. Liverpool don't promise that to anyone, not even their stars. Putting guaranteed minutes into a contract? That's crazy. So right now, the situation is simple. Liverpool want Barcola badly. Barcola wants security and guaranteed starts. And that's what could kill the deal. Real Madrid. Xabi Alonso under pressure. Now let's talk about Xabi Alonso, because this situation is getting serious. According to Fabrizio Romano, Xabi Alonso is close to leaving. The pressure is real. The situation is tense. But here's my opinion. I don't think Florentino Perez will rush this. Perez likes Xabi. He believes in him. And I think he will give him time at least until the end of the season. Sacking him now would create chaos. And Perez hates chaos. But that doesn't mean the club is sleeping. According to insiders, Real Madrid already have names ready. And one name that keeps coming up? Álvaro Arbeloa. Yes, that Arbeloa, club legend, knows Real Madrid DNA, already working inside the system, and someone Perez trusts. So the message is clear. Xabi is still here, for now. But the pressure is massive. If results don't improve, the decision might already be made behind the scenes. This is Real Madrid. You don't get infinite time, even if you're loved. Manchester United. Transfer rumors gone wild. Now let's talk about Manchester United. Because this is where logic completely leaves the room. Reports are linking Jude Bellingham to Manchester United for 200 million euros, a 6-year contract, and a massive salary. And honestly, that sounds crazy. United simply don't have the financial stability right now for a deal like that. And more importantly, Bellingham is central to Real Madrid's future. He's not just another star. He's a project, a leader, a face of the club for the next decade. I do think United would love to sign him. And yes, they might even try. But do I think Florentino Perez will sell him? No chance. Perez doesn't sell players like that, especially not when they're still developing and dominating. Now let's talk about the Raphinha rumor. Raphinha to Manchester United for 120 million euros. Big number, big headline, very viral. But again, does it really make sense? At first glance, it feels like pure agent noise. However, and this is important, United might actually have a chance here. Barcelona are still in financial trouble. They need money. And at the same time, Marcus Rashford looks very good at Barcelona. So imagine this scenario. 80 to 90 million euros. Plus Rashford in a swap deal. For Barcelona, that's actually a great deal. They fix financial problems. They get a player who fits their style, and they balance the squad. For United, they get a winger who is proven, experienced, and ready now. So unlike the Bellingham rumor, Raphinha is not impossible. Still difficult, but possible. Final verdict? United have a chance with Raphinha. They don't have a chance with Bellingham. And that's the difference between fantasy rumors and real football logic. PSG. Vinícius Jr. Bombshell. Now let's talk about PSG, because this rumor is huge. Reports are flying around about Vinícius Jr. moving to PSG, with Vitinha going the other way. On paper, that looks like a crazy deal. But when you actually think about it, it might make sense. Vinícius has been unhappy for a while now. He's had issues with pressure, issues with criticism, and recently reports say he's been clashing with Xabi Alonso. That matters. When a player of that level starts fighting with the coach, it's never a good sign. And let's be honest, if Vinícius really wants to leave, Real Madrid would not block the move. As long as the price is right. Perez has no problem selling anyone. No player is bigger than the club. Selling Vini before his contract runs down? That's smart business. Now from PSG's side, Vitinha is a great player. But would Real Madrid really want him? I'm not fully convinced. He's technical. He works hard. But does he really want to leave? Team looks great. They won Champions Leagues. And there's another problem here. PSG hate Real Madrid. After losing Mbappé for free, that relationship is broken. Doing business together after that? Very difficult. So while this deal could make sense on paper, emotionally and politically, it's very hard to believe. But football has shown us one thing. Never say never. If the money is right, and if both clubs feel they win, even rivals can shake hands. None Barcelona. Finally, some logic. Now let's talk about Barcelona. And for once, this actually makes sense. Reports are linking Alejandro Grimaldo to Barcelona for around 20 million euros. Former La Masia player. Affordable, experienced, and already understands Barcelona's DNA. This is exactly the type of signing Barcelona should be making right now. Grimaldo has been excellent this season. He's scoring goals, creating chances, and playing with confidence. But there is one problem. He's not really a defender anymore. Lately, Grimaldo attacks more than he defends. He plays almost like a winger, and Barcelona already have plenty of attacking players. What they don't have? Defensive stability. So the big question is, do Barcelona really need another attacking fullback? Or do they need someone who can actually defend? At 20 million, it's not a bad deal. But tactically, it has risks. Flick confirmed. Until 2028. Now the big news. According to multiple insiders, Hansi Flick has agreed to stay at Barcelona until 2028. This is important. Before this, Flick was reportedly planning to leave in 2026 and possibly retire. But now, he's committed long-term, and this helps Joan Laporta a lot. Stability, a long-term project, and a strong argument heading into future presidential elections. For Laporta, this is a political win. For Barcelona, it's continuity. Now the pressure is real. You don't extend a coach until 2028 unless you fully believe in the project. So now it's simple. Flick stays. Excuses end. Results must follow. Ramos. A smart move for Milan? Now let's talk about AC Milan. And this could actually make sense. Reports are linking Sergio Ramos to AC Milan on a potential short-term deal. Legendary defender, experienced, and still capable of leading a defense. At 38, some might think he's past his peak. But for a center-back, experience often matters more than speed. Milan have struggled defensively for a while. And Ramos? He's famous for those crucial tackles, aerial dominance, and leadership. Plus, there's an exciting bonus. He could reunite with Luka Modric, a pairing that adds flair and intelligence to Milan's midfield and defense. But there is one concern. He's 38. Injuries and stamina could limit him over a full season. Serie A's slower tempo helps. Older defenders can still thrive. But Milan would need to manage his minutes carefully. So the big question is, do Milan take a gamble on Ramos's experience? Or stick with younger defenders and hope for consistency? For a short-term deal, it could be low risk and high reward. And sometimes, a legend is exactly what a team needs. Zidane to Al Nassr? Now let's talk Saudi Arabia. And this one could be massive. Reports are linking Zinedine Zidane to Al Nassr as their potential new coach. Ronaldo recently resigned his contract, and now he has real power at the club. Al Nassr already got new management. The old coach was fired. And now, according to insiders, Ronaldo is pushing to bring Zidane in. It's not just about the coach. New players are arriving too, like João Felix, personally invited by Ronaldo. And it's working. Al Nassr are currently #1 in the league. Now imagine if Zidane joins. This would be his first coaching role since Real Madrid. A massive comeback, huge money, and a chance to take a top Saudi club to even bigger heights. Saudi clubs are no longer experimenting. They want elite names. And Zidane fits that perfectly. That's the chaos for today. If you enjoyed this, make sure to like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments. Which rumor do you actually believe? And which one is complete nonsense? I'll see you in the next one.